guys, what's up? I'm here with December Movement, and I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
I'm Josh, guitar, vocals.
Sean, drums.
I'm Patches. I do bass, some guitar, and some vocals.
If you want to call it that.
If you want to call it vocals.
Yeah. So, exactly like how did you guys come up with the name?
That was basically me. Started basically trying to do a band since freshman year or so, and it basically, me and a bunch of friends, it was all different original members, and then it just kept changing and changing and changing, and people want to leave the band, people want to go do other things, and whenever it got to the point where I actually wanted to do stuff seriously with music, like not keep messing around like that, it was basically, it's a movement away from the old band, the old history of the band, of all the crap that we went through. So, and you know, I think it was December, and that's how we came up with it. But the show really
into Christmas.
Yeah, and I mean, people call us December Bowel Movement. You know.
Well, I guess like if they would have bashed you guys.
Oh no, it's not really bashing considering in our studio we have a piece of toilet paper hanging down that says bowel movement.
Oh wow. So Pat, I see that you're in December Movement plus Get Out Alive. How's that?
That's before the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Out of ashes.
But how do you exactly like balance the two things?
Before.
Yeah.
December Movement's basically my main band. That's the band. Basically, Josh does most of the writing. I basically just have to come up with bass lines, so it's really not too difficult. So when I'm up there, it's nothing but December Movement. When I'm down here, I do all the work for Get Out Alive, and my buddy Jared does all the work for Before the Apocalypse, and Out of Ashes is kind of falling apart, so that's not really anything to worry about.
We were debating with Get Out Alive possibly.
Yeah, Get Out Alive is it's actually taking a break right now until our EP and all that comes out.
Yeah.
But afterwards, we're going to reform it, come out with an EP, and get everything recorded and get everything together.
So like, if there was any bands that you guys would ever want to tour with, what would be like maybe?
Tonight Alive. Joe McDowell.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'm saying like big bands like Miss May I or.
I would say my biggest influence has got to be Blink-182, but I mean that's like a dream to ever play with them. I'd say Forever the Sickest Kids. That would be pretty awesome. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, we all have our own different kind of styles. Like I'm the more pop punk.
So you're puppies.
Yeah, that would be crazy. It's always a good Australian dance. Yeah, it's Night Live, Sick Puppy.
Really good British bands.
Where?
This is racist.
Bowling Pursuit.
Yeah, Bowling Pursuit, that would be pretty awesome. I don't know, just like, I don't know. There's so many
If I get
bands.
I'll get a bowl for something other than soup. I know I can just buy candles for like 89 cents.
But, I mean, there's so many bands, it's just like, you know, whatever happens, happens. Like, it would be awesome to tour with a band like that, but, you know, it could happen.
I've actually this summer a friend and I we met Austin. Yeah, we met Austin Carlisle, and he's a pretty chill guy. Other than that, but like, who would you guys want to meet if you guys got to pick anybody?
Mark Hoppus.
Tom DeLonge.
Charles
Oh, wait.
Butler.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
I already met Tom twice.
Right.
I've already met Mark once.
Did you?
Another concert like
Oh, yeah.
2005.
So, what's like one of the stupidest things you guys have ever done?
Let Patches in my band.
Yeah,
Well, other than that,
well, there was me running outside naked and posing for truckers when we were driving by Brandon's house. Then they decided to lock me out, so I was basically fighting and all that. They're hitting me with a rake. I'm running around naked trying to jump in the window.
Hey, what about the warheads in our mouth?
yes.
17
Okay, so,
warheads in each of our mouths.
okay, here's the story. It starts out, Patches goes, oh, I'm going to put 6 warheads in my mouth.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, no, I'll go 7. I'll go 8. And it got to about 17, right?
17, or he had 69.
You lost your
17.
taste buds for a good time.
I could not taste anything for like 3 days.
Oh wow.
I was eating pizza that tasted like water.
So like, if there was anything that guys could eat while you guys were on tour, what would that be?
Totino's.
We basically live off pizza.
Pizza, chicken nuggets, your French fries.
I go for cookies and gummy bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, because it
Seems like
I
a
think
combination.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I'm probably the most picky eater in the band. I'll eat like barely anything.
You can tell I'm not picky.
Oh yeah, me too.
Have you guys had any food fights like before going on stage?
Not a fan. Not yet.
Not yet.
I might throw a bunch of food at patches.
I mean, there were things we threw at each other, but I don't know if you can count that as food.
Yeah.
We made it in some countries, but I'm not judging.
Monkeys.
So has any of you guys ever messed up during a show?
Yeah.
I'm
Always.
sorry, we
Yeah.
basically.
Okay,
His
my guitar
guitar
went
went out of
completely
tune.
out of tune. This was our first show together, benefit show, and my guitar went completely out of tune. And I started playing. I'm like, wait a second, this isn't right. So we had Kyle, our other guitarist. He basically started playing the song. The parts that I would do, he was doing. I was tuning while I was singing. I mean, we pulled it off, and I thought we sucked after the show.
we kind of like.
Yeah.
And everybody.
Then after he came in, he changed up the song completely. It's like,
Yeah.
because we couldn't hear ourselves or anything.
yeah, the monitors were pretty terrible.
Yeah.
So if like there's any sponsors that you guys would ever want to be sponsored by?
We're already working on a sponsorship with these guys, Vitamin Water.
Yeah.
It's like we basically have, like the whole entire studio is covered in Vitamin Water.
We're basically like 60 a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's nice because I mean, it's something that we all like, and it's good. It's really good. And so basically, our whole plan is it all started with. It all started. We were talking to our band manager, and we're like, why don't we just like, because we're drinking Vitamin Water so much, why don't we just use it as stage props? So then she actually contacted Vitamin Water and said, yeah, that's fine, but why don't you just write up a proposal and maybe you'll get a sponsorship out of it? So, Pigeons and what?
Mega tiny tank tops.
Fun. But yeah, so hopefully that will be something that we get to do. That would be amazing to have Vitamin Water sponsor us.
Is there any like record companies that you guys would want to sign with?
Yeah. Well, basically, what it comes down to is we see. Yeah, I have a studio at my house, and there's just so many bands where I see like they're fine at the beginning, and then they get signed, and then it's like they lost their whole entire image. That
I'm just taking notes.
and so they lose their entire image, and I'm like, why don't we just start our own record label? We have the equipment. And then, if someone comes in and actually, it's something that we're not going to lose out on, because, I mean, when you do it yourself, you have complete control over how it sounds, how everything
Yeah.
how everything is laid out, and you don't have a third party saying, okay, well, you have to sound like this, I mean, that's what kind of we're trying to avoid. I feel like we're in middle school passing notes.
You want to share that with the class? Well, it's gonna be pretty explicit.
But yeah, I mean, someday we might want to do a record deal, but it has to be right. It has to, all the terms have to be right.
It has to be our music, not a producer's music.
Okay.
We don't want to be like basically Blink-182 style, and all of a sudden we gotta have Justin Bieber do featured vocals for us.
That'd be bad.
Even though we did a Justin Bieber cover, actually.
Yes, we did cover Justin Bieber.
Really?
Yes.
What song was
Maybe.
it? Oh.
I actually had Justin Bieber's face on my guitar.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was basically we wanted to see if people still liked us after.
So, okay, there was a couple bands this year that kind of took a downfall with their albums. Like, which ones, what bands do you guys think took a downfall?
Blink-182. Their new album is awesome.
It's not even out
It's
yet.
not out yet, but
The 4
from
songs
what I
that we've
can
heard,
see,
yeah.
yeah.
Those are probably the only good songs.
What?
I don't know. I know bands, they'll release an album and it's like it kind of doesn't. I don't.